So this week is Glee week, and if I keep looking down, it's because I typed up all of my notes so I don't ramble. So here we go. So Jesse, you watched Never Been Kissed, and it's the only episode you've watched. This is actually the first episode of the season that actually has a lot of plot to it and helps move the story forward. The previous episodes they were great, but they just weren't filling. They didn't have like enough plot or storyline in them. So that episode, was great and all, but you need to watch more episodes to understand, because everything gets tied into the previous episodes, including all the way back from first season. So you'll need to watch more episodes to get a feel of it, because just watching the one episode, even though it was a great episode and I recommend it, it just doesn't get the full effect. I'm going to apologize in advance if this video is over the allotted 4 minutes. There's a lot to talk about. Okay, so favorite character is Blaine. He's the most realistic, and he feels more like a real person and is more relatable to. Alright. Favorite couple is Kurt and Blaine are my favorite couple of all time. They've always been my favorite couple, even though they weren't official until last week. And I will talk more about why they're my favorite later. Original Songs is my favorite episode ever of Glee. I liked how the Warblers opened with Misery by Maroon 5. It was amazing, and when they did that whole table banging and everything, that was amazing and epic. And I'm glad that Kurt finally told Blaine that, hey, I feel like we're Blaine and the Pips because, you have all the solos. And know that the council chooses who does the solos, it's still something that is very bothersome. Sad but strange, Pavarotti dies suddenly. And I'm actually glad I have it typed here because I keep pronouncing it wrong. So Pavarotti dies, and then Kurt decides he's going to sing for Pavarotti. They're like, oh, I know we should practice do Walking Behind Blaine, but I want to sing a song for Pavarotti, and he sings Blackbird by the Beatles. It was my favorite Kurt song. And Blaine's facial expressions as they're panning in on Blaine while Kurt is singing, it was pure genius. And I did what I like to call an air slap, where I'm like, psh, you're realizing something that we realized all along. And, it just shows the pure look of adoration that he has for Kurt. And it was a beautiful scene, and I really, really enjoyed it. So the Warblers are now arguing again, and Blaine steps up and says, I'm tired of this being all about me. And he just suggests doing a duet for Competition. The Warblers start arguing again. They're like, no, we're not going to do this. So then they vote on it, and they all agree that they're going to do a duet at regionals. And so Kurt's like, well, put my name on that audition list. And Blaine's like, no auditions. I want to sing a duet with Kurt. And they vote on it. And now we're up to the very best part of the episode. My personal favorite. Okay, so Blaine walks into the room while Kurt is decorating Pavarotti's casket. And I knew something was up the minute he walked into the room. And he announces that he chose Candles by Hey Monday for them to sing for the competition. And then Kurt says, well, why did you choose me to sing this song with? And then at one point, Blaine grabs his hand during this conversation. And Blaine says, Kurt, there's a moment when you say to yourself, oh, there you are. I've been looking for you forever. Watching you do Blackbird this week was a moment for me about you. You move me, Kurt. And doing this duet would just be another excuse to spend more time with you. Now, I didn't say it like he said it because I'm still really excited about it, even though this was a week ago. And so this was like a pivotal moment. Then, after this conversation, they kiss. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was romantic. It was sensual. It was just the best kiss in television history. It was perfectly placed. It was romantic. It was just awesome. So then Blaine's like, well, we should practice. And Kurt's like, I thought we were. And then they kiss again. I really liked how it took them 10 episodes to get together. 10 episodes represents about 3 or 4 months of Glee time, because each episode's about a week or so of Glee time. So the fact that it took them this long to finally get together as a couple was really real. Because most couples in Glee, they're together in that first episode that they meet in. They're already together, they're already making out, and and it took them about 3 months of Glee time, 10 episodes to get together, and that's why, and I feel like they're just the most realistic couple. Because I really like how, back in the Silly Love Songs episode, how Kurt pretty much said, hey, well, I thought you were going to ask me out for Valentine's Day, and pretty much laid everything out on the line back, which that was like 4 episodes ago. And now Blaine has come to the realization that he has stronger feelings for Kurt, and that he realized this all on his own. No one was like, hey, you like Kurt? Go for it. But he realized this on his own, and which makes it more real, makes it more heartfelt, and makes the couple more relatable too. And I also feel that, it was just a great moment, and it was just a realistic thing. So, and the Warblers are awesome with Candles and Raise Your Glass, and I loved the New Direction songs. They did original songs. They did Loser Like Me and Get It Right, which were amazing. I loved them. I really love how before the Warblers perform, Blaine asks Kurt if he's nervous, and Kurt's like, well, I've never had a solo before. It's a competition. And then Blaine says, well, I think it's adorable. I think you're adorable. And I like how, even though there's all of these people around them backstage, that he doesn't lower his voice. He doesn't whisper. He says it out and proudly that, hey, you're adorable. And that is just, I think that's really strong, and it's very important that he doesn't care what these other people think. He cares about Kurt, and he doesn't care who knows it, which is a wonderful aspect of the show and this relationship, which is why they are my favorite couple. And they had better not break up, otherwise I will cry. Okay, so now they're burying Pavarotti. I knew I was going to do it. Pavarotti. They're burying the bird. And Kurt says how he's upset that they lost. He wanted to win regionals. And then Blaine's like, well, you did win. So did I. We got each other out of all of this. That beats a lousy trophy, don't you think? You can check more out on my Glee blog, which I will link below. And also, there's a link to a petition to sign in the description as well. The Philippines actually censored the Kurt and Blaine kiss, as in they didn't air that scene. They cut out the kissing scene completely. How wrong is that? It's sending a message that it's wrong to be part of the LGBT community. And so there's a petition below, so you can sign that and get them to re-air the episode with the kiss, the amazingness that is Kiss. So links to that in below, and I look forward to hearing all of your thoughts and opinions about Glee throughout the rest of the week. And Ryan, I will see you tomorrow.